Hi, everyone on Facebook. Hi, especially to parents who have had CPS or one of their many, many tentacles reach in and destroy your family. I wanted to make this because I'm really trying to work through some things in my mind right now, and I kind of thought this was a good place to start, and many of us may just be right here. I am extremely tired. Extremely tired. I considered uh, I considered walking away from my daughter. To be honest, it's such a very ugly, ugly scene. As I've said on numerous times, for some reason, the Department on Disabilities Administration decided to side with Abraham of Frontline Community Services in saying that I not only caused my daughter's violent outburst, but that I was solely responsible for it. None of that could possibly be the truth since she's been with Frontline, she's repeated the very same violence. Yet, it doesn't seem to be an issue. That really angers me. It angers me to have to go to visit my daughter and have to have a guard sitting there. It angers me to not have one solitary moment where my daughter and I can be mother and daughter ourselves. It hurts me to no end to hear my daughter call for her stepfather, who she's had the closest of relationships with. He was the best thing for my daughter, when her own father wouldn't do for her. Frontline staff made up quite a few lies. The biggest lie was that he raped my daughter and I stood and watched it. I asked when this was. They says we don't have to tell you anything. The latest thing now is that I'm expected to ask for their permission to call my daughter. Frontline went to the guardian and had the guardian do their dirty work for them. And the dirty work that they did was to limit my conversations. I don't know how many people know me, but I'm not someone who likes rules. I definitely do not like being told I can do this, I can't do that. I must do this according to when you say I can do it. As that is the case, I have decided to stop most of my visitations with my daughter until she and I can sit down and develop a schedule ourselves. This is almost beyond harder than hard, but I do know I refuse to engage in any more destruction of my family relationship due to Frontline. It's pretty sad that in this system, in this country we call America, we're not given any help for our special needs children unless the state or city-state like the District of Columbia is able to come in and assume every single facet of their lives. As I told them yesterday, my daughter is the reason that you get the money you get. She is a cash cow. She is a cash cow. And if you are able to make sure that there's no one to question you, that's who you will back. Because you don't want to stop getting the money. This is a sad time for me. This is a disgusting time for me. but it's also an empowering time for me because I don't intend to allow these people to push me around anymore. I'm tired of it. Um, I'm sick of it. Yesterday, had I been able to get a hold of any of these people, I more likely would have hurt several people and been very happy about it. The flip side is this. I am an Nichiren Shoshu Buddhist. Violence towards other people is not what we do. It's not what we do. We let karma get them. And eventually karma is going to get every last one of these people. But in the meantime, in between time, I have to cope with not seeing my daughter or speaking to her as regularly as I used to. I can see how some mothers have decided to take their lives behind this. That is not what I choose to do. I'm choosing to let faith and patience work through this whole thing. My ex-husband had this saying, and he was so right. Instead of reacting to something, why not respond? I think a little further. When you know that something's coming down the pike, your direction, and you're not surprised by it, you stop, you breathe in, you relax yourself as much as you possibly can and say, okay, I am now in the middle of the storm. I accept it, or I expect it. And then you go from there. Giving up is not an option for me. Giving in is not an option for me. That is my daughter. I gave birth to her. But I now see that the position has been such a nasty one that others control what happened. So, I'm going to count on my considerable faith. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm getting glare over here. Here we go. I'm getting so much strength just really chanting about it and letting it go that way. By myself, I wouldn't even begin to know how to begin with an entity as crooked as Frontline Community Services or an entity as crooked as the Disabilities Administration. Because remember, they're the ones that back these people up in these horrible allegations against me. But I guess, like I say to any parent who's going through anything similar, do not give up on your child. More than likely, your child has been pushed into just this position. And they still deserve our love. They deserve us to fight for them. Because without us fighting for them, they don't stand a chance in hell.